Today, more potential jurors will be questioned in the sex abuse trial of a former priest in Calcasieu Parish.
And Sewella ups the investment in education. We're live there this morning to tell you about the growing need in the aviation field.
Happening today, 12 more potential jurors will be questioned in a former Calcasieu Parish priest sex abuse trial.
Jury selection started Monday for former priest Mark Anthony Broussard. He is accused of sexually assaulting boys when he was a priest between 1986 and 1991. Broussard was initially indicted on more than 200 counts of sexual abuse, but the charges were reduced to 5, which reflect all of the accusations. Louisiana's abortion law, recently ruled unconstitutional, will be the subject of a hearing today. A federal judge released a ruling earlier this week that put a stop on the law. It would have closed 4 of the state's 5 abortion clinics. The 2014 law required abortion physicians to have admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles of their clinic. Today's hearing is to consider whether to make a preliminary injunction permanent, which would keep all 5 clinics open. It's scheduled to take place in a federal court in New Orleans this morning.
State leaders are now saying the budget mess is getting worse. Legislative economist Greg Albrecht told a Senate Finance Committee the deficit in the current budget is up to $700 million and may grow. Meanwhile, the committee was told the state's economy is weak with down oil prices, and Louisiana is paying more in tax refunds to businesses than it's receiving in corporate taxes. Commissioner of Administration Jay Darden says there are no good answers to the state's massive budget problems.
It's a very serious challenge that we have right now, and it's a moment in time where Louisiana has a chance, and you have a chance as a legislature to change the way we've done some things in the past.
The special session to talk about fixing the budget hole is set for next month after Mardi Gras. While major budget issues are facing the state, Governor John Bel Edwards says the future in Southwest Louisiana remains bright. The governor spoke last night at the Chamber Southwest Louisiana banquet. He says the crisis is a major focus, and there's some effects here at home because of the downturn in oil and gas. However, Governor Edwards says because of the area's growth in LNG, the future is still promising. With the growth, Edwards says it's important to seize the opportunity for local people who want those jobs.
We've got to make sure our people are getting those jobs. That requires an investment in education, specifically in workforce development.
Edwards says he wants to avoid cuts to education and health care, but that could mean raising some taxes while eliminating some tax breaks.
And new this morning, the governor's plan to expand Medicaid faces a legislative test this morning. The joint House and Senate Budget Committee will consider a hiring plan for the expansion. That plan would add almost 250 employees to the DHH to handle people newly qualified for Medicaid. Governor Edwards' hiring proposal would cost $10 million, with most of that coming from the federal government. They'll meet this morning at 10. 6:35 now, and students can learn what they need to be certified by the Federal Aviation Administration through a course at Sewella Technical Community College.
Sunrise reporter Erica Ferrando is live this morning from Sewella's aviation hangar to tell us more. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, John. Sewella is putting millions of dollars into its aviation maintenance technology program because with expanding industries in our area, there's actually a need for these jobs. Over the past 2 years, Sewella has invested $3.2 million into the program for additional instructors and new equipment. And there's a lot of construction being done here in the hangar. It's currently being expanded for extra student space, and another $1 million is being spent to expand the hangar 1,500 square feet for lab space. Groundbreaking on that is expected to happen later this year.
I mean, I've thought about getting a pilot's license, but I'd rather stay on the ground and fix things.
I love aviation maintenance more than I thought I would coming into the program.
As the need is growing, we're trying to do the same thing, and it's all real local, very regional, and we're trying to work with our industry partners and collaborate with them to give them what they want.
About 70% of the time, students are here in the hangar for hands-on learning. This program teaches students the ins and outs of aircraft, how it works, and how to fix it.
And Erica, I understand high school students can actually get a head start on the program.
Well, as part of the Jumpstart program, high school students can actually graduate high school with 2/3 of this program already complete. And of course, that starts up this upcoming school year.
Fantastic. Thanks for that report. That's Erica Ferrando joining us live this morning from the aviation hangar at Swallow Technical Community College.
Very good. 6:37 now, Ben.
All right, looking outside on the weather now, weather on the 7s outside on the water.